And we are live from Metamora. We're at the room. Welcome to the room, Westwood.
I am happy to be in the room with the lovely like Corlisa. A
We're-
wonderful room anytime you're in it.
It's a wonderful room. We're here with a lot of our great friends. We had a great turnout. We've had some wonderful time in the cornfield.
Do I need to hold this mic?
I don't know. Do you want to
Hold
hold
that
the
mic.
mic?
Just take over and run this
I
thing.
hate using the
You
mic.
start talking it. Sure.
It's really annoying using the mic.
It smells like bourbon.
Is that bourbon? I thought it was whiskey.
Well, it's bourbon whiskey.
It's very sanitized. We don't have no issues, no fear of COVID on this microphone.
There's no worries.
It's sanitized. So I was hoping that we could have the camera facing. Oh, cheers! Happy hour. I wore red lipstick. I did not wear a red shirt, but I did wear red lipstick because we remember everyone deployed on Fridays. Cheers. I always want to remember that because it's really important. I appreciate everybody that came out. They're all visiting and having a wonderful time. So many of our friends that are usually in the chat, so the chat might be a little slow because we've got a bunch of them actually here.
Yeah, right. Exactly.
Can we do a shout out?
Yeah, we're gonna do a shout out. Everybody watching in the chat right now, we've got some people here that are usually chatting. They're probably not going to be chatting now. So if the chat is thin, that is why.
And now it's getting quiet.
And now it's quiet.
Do you roll call?
Because Westwood, what?
Let's
Roll call. And here we go. Starting lineup. We got Howie and I'm not going to start dropping too many names. I'm not going to say your name because I don't want to dox you too much. Well, yeah, we got Fever Flav.
Fever Flav is here.
Flav showed up. He in the house, baby. Yeah, we got Magic. We got Mitch back there.
Custom Carpentry.
He custom carpentry. You might have seen him on Twitter, but not X. He is. He brought a whole slew of food here.
And a little brother.
And a little brother. Mm-hmm. Brother from another mother. Yeah. I'm right. Yeah, I got it. All right, good deal. We got Kent, Crypto Experiences, St. Jerome of Crypto Experiences. Right. We got Mr. Ghosty, Mosty.
The Mosty.
Joe, did I say it right? Joe Shebler. Joe from Davenport, Iowa. Hey, let me ask you, who came the furthest on this trip?
I think it was Mark Weems.
I think Mark Weems. Mark Weems, you always see him in the chat. Puerto Rico, baby. He brought some nice rum. We've been sipping on that a little too long, 4 a.m. kind of stuff. But it is, thank you, Mark. Love to see you here, brother. Now, for the rest of you, I can't really see you because I don't have my glasses on. J-Max back there, that's right. How can we see that? We got the Moto King in the house.
Yes, Moto King.
Exactly. We got Crypto Greek and, of course, Paulie P. Paulie P in the house. So, now this is a great time.
My husband. Pac-Man.
We got Pac-Man 1967.
Yes. Wait, are we missing somebody?
I can't see.
Dick.
Because Daddy-O.
And Daddy-O. Yes, Daddy-O.
Daddy-O, roll tide, baby. Roll tide. So, yeah, thumbs down on that one.
He doesn't like that.
G-Max is what? Coming up. Hey, I just want to thank everybody for coming this far. You've traveled, you've given your energy, you showed up. I want to thank Dave for allowing us to have this space. Here we are. We got a big carnival across the street here. Good times in Metamora, Illinois. Metamora, go, Metamora. So, Renee, hey, tip your lovely bartender. Absolutely, hook a lady up. Don't walk away, Renee. Don't walk away. No, you probably heard that how many times?
I heard that on my good ear.
Yep, there we go. All right. I'm going to shut up now and let Lisa take back over. Maybe we'll get in some real content instead of my rambling and yes.
Well, my gosh. So I'm a little bit out of the loop because I've been in a cornfield for a few days. We've been antiquing all over Illinois and having lots of fun. But I have been having my ear a little bit to the news. There's been blackouts in, Bangladesh.
Last night at my house.
Last night at your house, a couple people blacked out. In the barn, but also Bangladesh. There's also fires everywhere. Japan. What was the big Bond thing on?
James Bond.
Not James Bond. It was Japan bonds. Where is my Telegram.
Oh, you mean people don't want to buy the U.S. bond anymore?
No, they're defaulting on like $63 billion of U.S. bonds. And that kind of falls in line with the information. If you guys haven't watched that last 107 interview with Jean-Claude, I know it's 3 hours long, but if you don't want to watch all of it, watch like the last 20 or 30 minutes of it. It has all the information about the financial information about it. And he ties in Uncle Cliff's dates for the July 17th, 18th,
It's like 16,
19th.
17, 18, somewhere.
Okay.
I don't know.
And that has to do with the commercial real estate and the commercial, that all of that has to get cleared off of their books. And then that has to do and falls in line with the bonds and then these Japanese U.S. Treasury bonds, coming back. So all of that is kind of like falling in line in July, mid-July. So
It's like dominoes, right?
yeah, that's what you're kind of seeing that all over.
Somebody knocked over the first domino, and now it's happening.
Sorry.
So what you gonna do about it?
I am going to hold what assets I have in my own possession, and I'm going to hang out with people that I know and trust, and I'm going to not fall into the FUD.
Yes, the fear,
and
uncertainty,
chaos.
and
Yeah.
it's
Because I
always
think
good
there's a
to
lot
it's
of
always
that
good to
right
get your
now.
hand on some real assets.
Yes.
Yes,
I think that's a good idea.
yes.
Right now, I think there's just going to be a lot of like trying to push people into. I think they're going to set things up, and I think they're going to try to scare some people out of one thing into what their next plan is.
Right,
You know,
right. What do they want you into?
right? What do they want you into?
Right.
Do they want you into the CBDC?
That's where they're going to steer you
So they're going
down the cattle
scare
chute.
you. Yes, they're going to scare you out of your paper dollars into your CBDC, or what are they going to do? I don't know. That's kind of where my mind goes. Here's the information about this. Japan dumps $63 billion worth of U.S. bonds
Billion with a B?
with a B.
Nothing. Chump.
You really think that?
We just created 95 billion and send it overseas to.
Okay,
silliness.
what would happen if the U.S. tried to join BRICS?
What would happen? We have a question. What would happen if the U.S. tried to join BRICS? I mean, it's almost like why would the U.S. join BRICS? Because BRICS exists because of the U.S. So
Right.
you kind of give up and cave in and say, I don't know. That's a whole.
It defeats itself.
Yeah, BRICS disappears at that point because it's all the same.
So what if
Maybe you have
Texas
some
joins
money.
BRICS?
What if Texas joins BRICS? They should join BRICS. Yeah. I mean, I think gold is what they're going to use to reset it because that's what they've always done. But if that's what they're going to use to reset things, I don't know if that's the right thing to use. One of
So
those years.
in the 107 interview, he talks about that it's going to be silver that eats the debt
I would think so.
because it being suppressed so much.
Yeah.
And then that gets rid of the paper and eats the debt. He does a much better job explaining it, but I would really encourage you guys to go watch that. It really is like the last 20, 30 minutes.
And he's on what channel?
It's on Jean-Claude's channel, Beyond Mystic.
Jean-Claude?
Jean-Claude.
Jean-Claude?
Yes, Beyond Mystic, and it's his last interview with 107. It's 3 hours long, but you don't really have to watch the whole thing. But the last like 20, 30 minutes is the good stuff about the silver and how they'll use it. They will revalue silver, and because of the price going up, it will they'll get rid of the paper silver, revalue silver, and that will eat the debt. And that's what resets it all. It's very interesting.
I need to listen to it.
Yeah.
I know. Maybe I'll do
You've
that
been busy.
later.
I
Probably
know.
not.
I know.
No. I actually got a little bit of a tan going on. A burned tan, whatever it is. When are we going to talk about crypto? Well, you just
Let's
keep going.
talk about
Keep
crypto.
going with this, and then we'll talk a little bit about crypto.
Okay. Well, while we're on the subject of silver, yesterday you guys had on Hash It Out,
Yeah.
you had Scott Thompson come on.
Yep.
And he is a bullion dealer and a watchmaker in Texas. And a jeweler. And he and
Already
some
got ideas
other
for another ring. I'm like,
community members and individuals that are Veritasium token holders have gotten together and organically created a round, and they're doing it as like a commemorative piece or a memorabilia, I guess,
collectible.
a collectible.
Yeah.
And that you can purchase, and there's a link in the Veritasium official Telegram group that you can buy this collectible item, and then that supports Reggie's fight, his legal battle, as well as giving you, it lists the patents on there and some other things. And so they're going to be doing a run. It's a limited run, and there'll only be so many of them.
What's the number again?
566? 6566.
6566.
I believe so.
Yeah.
I'll have to look it up again.
That's how
But
many.
yeah, it's a limited number. There was an auction for the first one. It ended up going over $10,000.
14 last bid.
14 was the
14
last
grand.
bid.
I don't know what it
Sounds
sold
kind of unobtainium because I heard the guy
because I can't obtain it.
that won it, yes, will not get rid of it, will not let it
He's
go.
like, no.
So they're like, that's pretty much unobtainium.
Where's my prop? F you.
Is that the unobtainium silver? I don't know. So that was kind of a fun experience with all of that. So that was a really fun silver moment, and hopefully more to come with that. What is that? Oh, that's your
That's my redeemable.
redeemable. Yeah,
Yeah.
they came over and gave us these,
That's a good lesson, though.
and I was like, "What is this?" Okay, give us a lesson. Break it down.
Okay.
Break it down for me. All right. So we got little rolls here because somebody bought around. I think it was Crypto Greek over here. We've got rolls of, empty rolls of quarters, talking to the audience here. And so because they didn't have the poker chips, usually you go to a bar and have a chip, somebody buys around, you already have a drink. Pretty soon you end up with a stack of chips. That's usually not my case, because I use them right away. But if you're not finished with your drink and somebody bought you another drink, they give you a token. They give you something to represent value, which is another drink. And so I think that's a good lesson from the standpoint of gold, silver, crypto, whatever. This holds value. I can go get a drink with this. And so what gives the dollar value? Faith that it's going to do something. Unfortunately, this might be worth what? Maybe a nice scotch right now. I can go up and get it, but tomorrow if I hold it, if it's $1, it might get me a well vodka, because it loses value. But we give energy, right? If the bar closes, it's worth nothing, right? But we give energy to everything, and that's really what it comes down to with cryptocurrency. We either use it, we find value in it, we exit out of a current system that devalues us, or we continue playing the game and we continue to get robbed. So, it's really our choice what we want to do. And I guess the thing is, with the dollar bills and with this thing, you might want to spend it as soon as possible. However, you might have something that holds value for a long time. Those are the kind of things that you want to put your energy into. And that's why we do these meetups. It's all about crypto. Something that you can hold outside of a vampire casino that just steals your energy. So, the same old spiel, right? You all know this, but it's very important to realize that, there is a way out. There is an option out. There is something that you can do to prevent criminals basically robbing you of everything that you've done. I don't want to go down the rabbit hole.
Well, I've been having the same thought process where, we got into the thing where 5 quarters in 1964 were minimum wage.
Minimum wage,
$1.25. And then that same amount of money is about $22, $25. So minimum wage isn't broken, but our currency is broken. But it's more about, because we've gotten a middleman in the way, and so we give our energy to currency. we put our, you know, and that's what I
Your
was-
blood, because it's currency.
our blood,
Current,
our
your blood,
time, we're
your
putting
blood.
our-
Currency,
yes.
current.
Well, that's
I mean,
true.
and it's all tied together. It's your blood.
Right.
I mean, it's your energy, and you're putting it into this currency. But it's just if it stops moving, it dies.
So we're putting our energy, our value, our worth, our, you know, and that's where I feel like when you talk about the vampire system, that really does like encapsulate all of it so much. And that's what we've got to get rid of. And that's why I love, you know, Reggie's patents and the peer-to-peer system. And we have to be able to hold our IP, our energy, our value, and we have to be able to control that.
have
To
any
be
of my
able to
props
exchange, you don't have any of it, for the future and not have it hijacked so that when we're, you know, 70, we don't have to worry about that in the future. We should be able to work hard while we're young and store our energy to be used later.
Exactly. I mean,
All right, so we got the carnival across the street, and I remember it was like $1 a ride. Now it's $3 a ride.
I think it's $4. Last year it was $4.
$4?
Last year it was $4
It's
a ride.
$3.
Are you sure?
It doesn't matter. What difference at this point is it?
I'm pretty sure.
So it's, I mean, you think about it though. You know, I remember going as a kid, it was $1, it might have been even less, and now I know it's $3 or more.
Okay.
I mean, just for one ride, $3.
And they're 30 seconds ride.
Right. I mean, you're on it for
Yeah.
what, a minute?
A minute maybe.
I mean,
Yeah.
jeez. I mean, it's just unreal. But that's the dollar going to Shaq. Absolutely just getting devalued. The ride's still the same. It's just what it costs to ride this, you know, ride the thing's not the same. Completely, you know, just ripped off.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna speak on that. It's just too difficult.
It is. So don't use this anymore.
Yeah, no, I wouldn't.
We'll just stay on the show.
Unless you really want to ramp up.
I don't want to ramp up.
That's what I
I
want
don't want to ramp
Just-
up.
just-
Do you guys want to ramp up?
Just gonna keep it intimate
Everybody-
amongst
We'll
ourselves.
just stay amongst ourselves. Yeah, we can't hear. It's hard to hear. Yeah.
So
So we'll just stay over here.
we'll just talk to the YouTubers.
We'll just talk amongst ourselves to the YouTubers. Anyway, so what's going on in YouTube land? Oh no. Did it mute the microphone? It's going bing, bing.
that.
Is that still live? I think it's okay. I think I laid it down. Hear it doing that wonk,
I
wonk.
need to get my stuff away from this because this is what usually happens when I bump everything.
I
You know, you would. You got a
Is that better?
thumbs up if you can hear us.
Oh no.
Thumbs down if you can't.
Is that better? Oh no. I can't read that. Hold on. Sent a super chat. PayPal says it went, but it never popped up. Yeah,
Imagine that.
we didn't. We did not receive it. So
Yeah, I never saw it.
Thank you, Jim, but YouTube didn't send it to me. Thanks, YouTube.
So it's not
That-
no audio at all.
Once again, that's
Oh yeah, I can hear you.
okay. We can hear it.
Okay.
So that's another point of why peer-to-peer is so important. So Jim Montgomery says he sent a super chat, but because there's a third party involved, we didn't receive it.
Yeah,
So-
but just before the show, we had someone come up, and I don't want to say who it was, but just before the show, somebody came up and said, "Hey, you know, I just want to make a donation." I said, "Well, how do you want to donate?" Litecoin. I'm like, "Okay, boom, QR code, done."
Peer-to-peer.
Decentralized network, completely peer-to-peer. You've got a network validating everything. You don't have to test it. I don't have to scratch it off. And, oh, is it real silver? Is it real gold? Is it paper dollar, real yellow pen? And no, it's done. The network takes care of it. That's the important thing. And boom, you know, instead we play these other games.
And then where does that energy? Jim's energy is lost forever.
Jim's
in the
energy has
system.
gone down the
Has been stolen by a vampire.
virtual vampires, digital vampires in the system. Absolutely.
Yeah. So terrible. So frustrating.
Some more water.
Some more
Hydrate. I
water.
hate this heat.
Water for some.
This is normal for you in the summer, right? It's normal for like
Yeah.
September, right?
It's
October,
normal.
November.
Yeah. I mean, from April to September,
It's ridiculous.
I think it's fine. It is a little humid. My hair kind of fell.
Yeah.
It's not as big. My hair is not as big as I would like. So I was like trying to pump it up. But that's okay.
Pumping it up. Got to pump it
Yeah.
up.
Hey, and a big shout out to Randy Hipper.
Yes.
Thank you for mentioning the meetup on
Yes.
the show this week. That was so sweet of you.
Thanks,
And-
Kent. He was involved in
Yes,
maybe
and Kent, thank you
pumping
for
it up.
mentioning the meetup this week. A lot of people were like really mentioning the meetup and any of that like the community, pushing the community. That's the kind of stuff we're all helping support each other.
No, it really is. I mean,
It
you know,
means a lot.
I look at all these beautiful people. I'm gonna sit. I gotta grab the mic.
Now you gotta tell him.
I gotta say something. Now.
He's having
All right.
a little Westwood Love Fest.
Yes, a little Westwood Love Fest. I just want to thank everybody for being here. Again, I look out here and it's just wonderful that you spent your Friday day. Some of you had to take off work. Drive from who knows where, fly from
Time,
who knows
energy,
where.
money,
Exactly.
family time,
All your energy, you
time away
decided
from your
to.
little boy's baseball game.
Exactly. We got Daddy O last night watching his boys' baseball game, with the technology that's available, but he wanted to be here.
Yeah.
So he's like, I'm going to make it happen. We got Mitch over here cooking up the food,
Yeah.
chefing it up. Everybody who contributes any type of energy, it's your choice. You don't have to be here. We can be sitting here talking to ourselves like we do every Friday, to where I'm standing in the bar, I'm just drinking my head off and smoking cigars, which I kind of like a cigar right now, but I got to go outside.
A little later.
Anyway, so there's that. But no, it really is important. This is how you build relationships. This is how you build a new system. You make contacts and you stop using the garbage that they've created to enslave you. And thank you for all being here. I really appreciate you. Give yourselves a big round of applause because you all deserve it.
And these are the people that we will trust.
Yes, these are the people when we bridge to the new system. That there may not be any communication, but we know where we are and we know how to meet up and we know that, hey, these are the people that, are in the foxhole with us that have our backs. And that's an important thing going forward.
When the next boom happens and all the newbies come in and all the sparkly things happen, we'll know who was there when.
Right.
And we know who to trust and we know who was with us in the ditches and in the dark times.
We got she's in the ditch.
Yeah, the bitches in the ditches. I'll say it out loud.
There it is.
We know who was with us.
There's your next
So,
shirt. Who
yeah.
be the bitches in the
Yeah.
ditches?
We know our real friends. So, and that's all of you guys. So, and it's all of you guys watching with us. We know who our real
Absolutely.
friends are in
It
this
really
life.
is because you show up, take the time.
Blind Dave, I brought your Boy Scout book because I really thought you were going to show up anyway. But I'll mail it to you.
He's like, it's too hot. He lives
I
in New
know.
Orleans in a swamp, but it's too
But
hot
it's too hot here.
because I don't have good air conditioning in the bar.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I'll mail it to you. Okay, I'm gonna find some more good news.
Look at these three lovely ladies.
3 beautiful women just
I
walked in
know.
the bar.
I know.
Hot babes.
Yes.
Hey, I am.
Wait a minute. Is that Miss Hooters, Alabama in the house? Yeah, it is. It is. Yep. My 2 beautiful daughters and my beautiful wife tolerating me doing all this.
And they're also awesome shoppers.
I know. Could believe what you brought back, and I'm like, I'm
Oh,
surprised.
just wait.
Just-
I'm gonna
oh,
get them hooked on it, whether you like it
I
or
know,
not.
and you're gonna have like a network built.
I
You
know.
you have like a node in Illinois that's
Yes.
like
They're
building
go
like
pick
new
this up
Amazon.
for me. Yes.
Love it.
All right.
Hi, girl.
Come say
Yeah,
hi.
come in and say hi.
Hi.
Hi. Hi, daughter.
Hi.
What do you got to say?
Oh.
Hey, if someone's from South Carolina, it's a Gamecock, or someone's from Auburn, somewhere else, what are you telling them?
Roll Tide.
Oh, Roll Tide all the
Yeah,
way, baby.
yeah, right, She's
I thought
like,
you were going to go to the Dixieland Delight.
no, she just is like,
Because
I'm
we
here
can
for the
play that
party.
too.
all right.
Thank you for showing up. I appreciate it.
Yes.
Love to see you back.
So that's daughter number one. She's an excellent shopper. She's also a little fashionista. She's always great to bring with us on all our trips. So we love her.
Absolutely. No, it's good. It's pretty awesome to have this experience with so many people that you never would have met without technology, never would have met without crypto. I mean, really, that's what kind of binds us together. And yeah, we're all kind of into gold and silver, and different. We're just looking for a way out. We're just looking to escape. Really, a vampire casino is really what it is, and it's just. I mean, you got to look for ways to just opt out and use something else, put your energy somewhere else. If you don't, then you're just going to keep bitching and moaning. Basically, is what it comes down to. You got to do something different because if it's, it's not working for you and, $3 carnival ride, when it should be $1, it should be a lot
Right.
less. I mean, what are you going to do? Broken money.
What do you think about the Zimbabwe, all these other countries filing for or applying to BRICS, like more and more? Do you think it's
wouldn't
just
you?
going to be an inevitable thing?
Yeah, I mean, wouldn't you? I mean, the U.S. dollar system, that is the empire that's crushing. I mean, it really is. It's the dollar system has crushed every other nation, upset dictators, paid off dictators. I mean, everything that's wrong at this point.
Bye, guys.
Love you.
Love you. See
Bye.
you.
Have fun. Have Uncle Paulie ride the egg roll with you. So he's right here.
He's like, shut up.
I know he's like,
Don't let me rent the
don't
egg
get on the
roll.
egg roll. So no, I mean, it's just that, if you look at all the things that have gone wrong, all the wars, I mean, all the bases, all the encroachment, I mean, it's based on basically a system that creates money out of nothing. You used to had to get on a boat, get sponsors, take some conquistadors, overseas to get the gold so you can fight wars in Europe. Now they just click of a mouse, right? Vix, click of a mouse, and you can create all the money you want and fund all the wars you want. And as long as we keep saying that that's okay, it will continue.
You got a thumbs up for that.
Exactly.
Magical thumbs up land. But see, it won't do it now.
I know.
See, that's
I know.
why I
when
do
you
not,
shout it out, it's like, oh.
But I don't think
like
it
when the
is.
dog,
Somebody said it's an automated thing and that I'm doing it. And I'm like, no, I'm not, because I can't make it do it. Anyway,
Yeah,
I
because
don't
when
know
you
why.
try to do it,
It doesn't do it. So I don't know what's doing it. Anyway, okay, then I saw this other story that I wanted to share, and I wanted to know what people thought. So there's a lot of this lawfare going on right now, weaponizing of the three-letter agencies, the different things of the government, whether it's the SEC, the FBIers. We saw that with the, what happened to J6. I have friends that are afraid to talk with me publicly anymore after having visits from three-letter agencies. There was this is a nurse that was visited by two FBI agents. Her high school son answered the door. These two FBI agents asked her, because she was outing a program at Texas Children's Hospital about transgender medicine. And now the regime is threatening to imprison anyone for outing the hospital for trying to talk to children about this privately and not telling their parents. And so these FBI agents were threatening this nurse. Well, how do you feel about the FBI going around and threatening nurses for whistleblowers?
so when
Do you
did they
see
get
this?
when did they get their medical license? When did they, learn
know.
about any of this? It's all harassment. I mean, again, it is unlimited supplies of money, pools of money that can fund these people into existence.
Mm-hmm.
And at some point, what were we talking about on the way here? Charlie was talking about it's at some point you just everything gets over technologically advanced. Everything gets developed. It's like, do you really need certain things in the vehicle? I mean, but that's what happens with these 3-letter agencies. It's like, well, I guess we're going to go find something to do. So let's go do this.
Is it their job to do everything?
I'm bored, and I'm going to go look into this and harass somebody. I mean, why are we funding this? Why are we allowing this to happen? I mean, at some point, you just have to hit that moment to where people just, enough is enough. I'm just done. I'm just absolutely done. And I'm not going to participate anymore. I'm going to do everything I can to take my energy out of the system. It's just, that's what you have to do. And however you have to do it, I mean, it's up to you. I mean, there's many ways to do it, but it's again, not financial or life advice, but you got to follow your own path. You got to trust yourself. I mean, you got to do what you can do to, I mean, you don't want to be thinking, man, I'm helpless. I can't do anything. And I'm just so frustrated and angry. And I'm going to do this, I'm going to take drugs. I'm going to drink too much. I'm going to jump off a building. You know what I mean? It's like, no, don't do that.
Don't opt out that way.
Exactly. Don't opt out. Opt out in a positive way to where you're like, okay, what can I do to withdraw my power from a system that wants to completely drain me of all my currency, all my current, all my blood, all my energy? And so you think, okay, and you make it into a game almost, where it's like, okay, how can I needle the system and really upset the apple cart, or carve a little, or put a little pinhole in the wheel so it doesn't turn? Somebody's going to say, why does this thing not work? I mean, you got to do little things, and you all have the ability to do that. It's just.
But isn't this about us like breaking or we are not breaking the contract? Actually, the government broke their contract.
No, they broke the covenant with the people
through the Constitution.
Absolutely, they did.
So they broke
They made
the
a deal.
contract
We
with
had a
the
deal.
state, and they broke the contract with the individual through the Constitution.
Absolutely.
Like, we don't have a contract with you.
No, and then you got to look at it that way, and it's like, oh yeah, well, as long as they just follow orders, hey, we'll just keep taking from you. At some point, you say,
we don't have a contract with
F
you.
you.
Yes.
F you.
Show me the
What are you
contract.
who's going to enforce the contract is really what it comes down to. If you don't do it, if you're not the one that says, well, I'm worried about my pension, I got a few more years, and yeah, I guess I'll follow unlawful orders just so I can get the pension that's broken money anyway. That's going to be a $10 ride over on the Tilt-A-Whirl, the clown ride, that you're on. And it's just, I mean, you got to realize at some point you make a stand and you say, no, I'm just done. I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to do what I'm told to do. Again, you got throughout history, there's many examples of people following orders when they're unlawful. I mean, they're violating their rights. Right. That's all it is. Assumed authority.
Assumed
just
authority.
Like residential directives or governor directives. I mean, we had it in this state, and it's just whatever. I mean, right is right, wrong is wrong, is what it comes down to, and the difference. So trust yourself and do the right thing. It ain't about money. It's really not. It's about this right here. I mean, it really is. Having a community like this of people who, as I tear up, people who just want to be here and be around other people and understand the energy that is and what that really means. I mean, you can't put a price on that. I mean, you can't print that into existence. You just can't. So it's very important to realize where you're at. It just is. So.
I'm with you.
Yeah.
I'm with you, Westwood, 100%. This is where we can rebuild not just our country, but the world, humanity. Society,
right.
Because we can trust each other, and that's what it's going to get back to. I think we're going to have to rebuild where we are exchanging peer-to-peer, where we're building contracts with each other, because we have to get rid of the middleman.
Yeah.
That's stealing our energy, that's lying to us, that's putting chemicals in our food, that are lying to our babies and having them harm each other and themselves. And
divide and conquer.
Yeah.
That's all it is.
Mm-hmm.
It's divide and conquer. I joke about it. Roll Tide, it's just like, because to me it's a joke, the whole thing. It really is. It's just a complete joke that, here we are dividing ourselves and separating ourselves and self-policing and getting into their system to where they're so weak that they have to do that. They have to get you in a position where you do self-police, you do self-divide, and you say, oh, yeah, his accent's a little different, that skin color's a little different. Yeah, I'm better, but you're all getting slave effed. I mean, y'all. I mean, all of us are. It doesn't matter. I mean, it's just absolutely ridiculous that you can't look at somebody as your fellow human being and instead immediately, oh well, I've been told this, I've been told that. That person's not right. That religion's wrong. This blah blah blah. And it's like, no. I mean, I don't see any skin color. I don't see anything here. All I see is real spirits in the room, real people that chose to be here, chose to come here at this moment, in this time, and don't fail. Basically, don't fail yourself. Don't fail the universe. Don't fail all these other people who are a part of something greater. You chose to be here at this time in history, in this lifetime, to experience this great transition we are in. And I don't want to have to come back and do it again in 1,000 years. I mean, let's get the shit done now. Is really what it comes down to. We've got the ability to do it. So if we don't do it, I mean, come on, man. Let's get this on. This is exhausting. I don't want to have to run through this again.
There are some
Now's our chance.
big things happening, whether it's with BRICS or the threats of CBDC. There's some things happening with, the Tether announcement.
Yeah, they're going to back my gold or something.
Well,
ET,
not just
what is
that, but there was one where it's in.
It's like different Tether. It's like something labeled different.
Oh, okay.
It's
I
not
hadn't heard
Tether.
that.
It's like G Tether, but it's like a
Okay,
different.
the one that I heard was that if you don't get all of your stuff out of
Oh, there's that too.
where is
There's a few exchanges that
announcement,
are like, no.
yes, they're getting rid of all these coins.
It's like GUSDT that's gold backed or something.
Maybe that has
Yeah.
something to do
I
with
think
it
it is,
then.
and so they may be like transitioning into
To a gold back.
right, and that's what I say. I
Tether?
think it is going to be gold backed because people understand
Oh,
that the new
okay.
economy, the new system.
Okay, so
will be
Uphold is
gold-backed.
delisting Tether though,
Yeah, and so they're
and
like
5 other stable coins to comply with these MiCA regulations. That's notified European users that it's going to cease to support Tether, USDT, Frax, DAI, GUSDT, which is a gold, and PAX, which is another gold-backed. So Uphold is delisting in.
and I think
Europe.
USDC was like the chosen one. It looked
Yeah,
like.
that's
Yeah.
what I'm seeing is they're
Yeah.
moving it all to USDC.
Yeah. Which,
So is
I don't know if that's
USDC
good
going
or
to
bad.
be
I
the
don't know.
stable coin?
Probably it's Coinbase.
I'm
isn't it?
wondering.
That's the whole
And
American.
Coinbase is in that lawsuit with SEC,
Yeah.
which they could be writing the new rules,
Right.
using that lawsuit as since our legislators didn't do their
Drop
job
the ball again.
and write the laws.
Hey,
then
it's
that
Friday
could
night.
be-
Go get your big fat porterhouse, you pieces of crap.
Right.
That's basically what you're doing.
But then instead, that lawsuit could be setting precedents through legislation to write the laws. So although, yes, they're being sued by them, it sets precedents by that legislation. So then they make a deal through that, and which could create USDC could be
it could be the chosen one.
could be
I
the
don't know.
CBDC kind of thing, right?
Right. Yeah.
Okay, I'm glad I'm understanding that.
It could be.
To be that
it's kinda
way.
going that way.
Okay, and then
But we don't have to do that if we don't want to. I mean, it's up to
we
us.
could also do
We
some
can opt
kind of
out.
Wall Street bets, silver squeeze thing with
Right.
it.
You could.
We could, we could try.
Right.
We could do like some big community thing and hashtag, or what did they used to do with those things when social media first, and everybody would like go out and do those big dance mob things.
Oh yeah, like a flash mob they
Flash
call it or
mob?
something. Yeah.
What if we did a silver squeeze flash mob USDC? Everybody goes and dumps their USDC and buys silver.
I wish that would happen.
That would be
I
awesome.
mean, really. What do you think about it? How much silver is there out there, and how many people are out there? I don't know the math, but I mean, if everybody takes, look at that Digibug.
Where?
Y'all see that Digibug roll by? Oh, you didn't see it. There's a beautiful Digibug just rolled by with a big stripe on it. There's a newer model.
I missed it.
Yeah. Beautiful blue Digibug.
He's got the Digibug,
Gotta love blue.
the Digibug craze. Yeah. You squirreled me.
I know. I squirreled you out of what you were thinking.
You squirreled me. All right. Let's see. What else was I going to talk about? I was going to talk about that SEC thing. There was one other big crypto thing that I wanted to
Ethereum, I think SEC just said.
Yes, the Ethereum
It's
thing.
all good. It's all good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Never mind.
Is that it?
Never mind. Yeah, the Ethereum.
Yeah.
The Ethereum thing was the
All
never
right.
mind.
And we're done. But yeah, that's what they did. I mean, it's like it's been grandfathered in forever, even though I don't know, something like 70%.
But they
of them
keep
are
going back and
pre-sold
forth. Oh, it is and then you started getting the Eastgate news coming out. Born Sleuth was putting out all this information. Steve Marioff was putting out all this information, and then it's like SEC doesn't want to look at what information they have.
I know, because it's rigged. The whole thing's rigged.
But the people in crypto even are like, well, but we need it to operate the tokens because we built so
It's
much
too
on
big.
it.
It's too big to fail, basically. That's basically it. I mean, that sucks. I mean, it really does. It's too big to fail, even though it like violates all the principles and is what it is.
So
That's basically what they're saying.
Then the crypto
They're saying,
people just walk
what
themselves
difference
into
at this
another
point does it make?
corrupt system.
Yeah. Well, that's why I like Litecoin. Just
Yeah.
saying. I mean, I know the supply, I know the fixed supply, I know it was fairly launched. I mean, there's no question in my mind. I mean, it just works as money. And so, it's just,
So some people will just operate, they'll choose to operate in a corrupt system.
yeah, because they make money, dollar go up. Dollar bills, y'all.
So do you think we'll get to a point where people will just like, you'll just live in your world in the cornfield and you'll say, people say, well,
look at that wad, all $1
will you always have some of this and some Litecoin and some silver? Will we always live in a multiple currency world?
But what'll happen is that ride that costs $3 to ride right now, maybe $4, I don't know. It could be, it's changing like the vending machines, all the time.
All the time.
Right, no price on it, But it could be to where, yeah, that does happen. It's like, okay, now it's $6 if you have these, or today, it's like 0.1 Litecoin, but tomorrow's 0.05 Litecoin, because one's going to hold more value than the other because there is a fixed supply, or it's, silver, the same thing. If you hold these things, this is what pisses me off. Everybody thinks, well, we need more money if we have more products. We need to be able to pay for these things. So we have to print money. It's like, no, if you have a fixed monetary supply, but this is it right here. This is all the money we have. This is all that exists for the whole bar. This is it, dollar bills.
Okay.
And everybody gets one. All right. Now we're going to find out what a real market looks like.
Yeah.
Because, hey, how much is this drink? Well, it's $2. Like, whatever. That guy's going to say, oh, it's $1. Or, hey, it's 50 cents. And I mean, you find out because there's only so much money to go around.
Right.
And that's where something like gold, which it's not a fixed supply. That's why crypto is so great. Certain cryptos, like a Bitcoin, a Litecoin, you have a fixed supply. You know how big the pool is. And you know that, okay, there's only so much of this pizza pie. And I got a slice. And you want some of that slice and you don't have any of it, you're going to have to give me a lot for it. I don't want just a drink, on ice. I want the whole damn bottle, for what I have. And that's really what it comes down to. So the price, it's naturally drives prices down if you have a fixed supply of money, as opposed to now prices have to go up because you create more money and it just has to flow into things. But it's counterintuitive to most people's thinking because the Federal Reserve has been around since 1913, and we all think, oh, we have to have more money. Have to have more money. We have to make more money. Have to make more money.
That also makes
but it's
sense
like,
why the decline in society, because we've devalued our society by
we've
creating
devalued
more
everything.
money.
We've devalued our souls. We've devalued our,
Yeah.
our integrity and our relationships.
Right.
And it's just this fracturing of humanity that, you got a bunch of vampires that put in a system that said, oh, this is what we're going to use and you're going to like it. Okay, well, I don't like it. I'm going to do something different. And you got
now
a
we
choice
have
to
a
do
throwaway
something. You have
society,
something. Yeah.
and
Everything just
we've
pitch it,
devalued
just chuck
everything.
it in the garbage. Don't repurpose it
Yeah.
like you guys are doing. Going out, finding stuff, repurposing it, finding value, and, bringing it back to the table. I don't know.
And that's what I love about crypto. When I found, Litecoin, when Mom introduced us to Litecoin, and the Litecoin community specifically was so welcoming. And when I got introduced to that chat, and they're like, the more value you bring into a community, and that's what I love about our community and you guys in the chat, is that we bring value to each other. And the more people we bring into the community, And, you know, everybody brings something to, you know, the Westwood bar, or when we do a meetup, somebody, you know, we had Moto King brought more Bitcoin magnets, and Mitch brings food, and somebody else brings something else, and somebody brings a friend, and you guys share and click and likes and comment in the comments, and that brings value to the community, which makes us all more together. And that's what, when Westwood was talking about that pie or that pizza, and that's what crypto is we're all whole together. And so then when we all chip in more and add value to that whole pie, that pie grows. And that's what I love about crypto, and I love about this community, and that's what I want to give my energy to and be a part of. Oh, thank you so much. I appreciate
what we
it.
got here?
Water from my little son.
Parched.
Thank you.
The beautiful Renee.
Thank you, Miss Renee.
A little H2O.
Yeah, so I think that's like my favorite thing about all of this, and that's what gives me hope and keeps me going with all this, and what I want to encourage everybody to, you know, educate yourself, get into crypto, get crypto and silver in your possession, meet some friends, go to a meetup.
Yeah.
There's Litecoin Summit coming up.
Yep.
In Nashville in
Yep.
July. There's the Theta Con in Vegas in December. I don't know. Check your local, like on meetup.com. There's things like local Bitcoin or Litecoin crypto meetups. Just get involved in your community and find
Start
something.
your own.
Yeah, or start.
Just go talk to a bar owner and say, hey, I want to get some people together, and you know, maybe you start doing it once a week, and maybe a couple
Or
people
coffee
show up,
shop,
or
whatever
anywhere.
works for you.
Whatever's comfortable
Yeah.
for you. Follow your path.
Yeah.
You know, and all it takes is, I mean, one person to get sparked, and you know, you never know where they're going to go with it. Because here's the problem: so many people are kind of living in a shell and afraid and thinking nobody else thinks the way I do. And I hear that all the time at these meetups. Nobody thinks the way I do.
I don't have anybody to talk to.
Yeah,
Yeah.
nobody. And I'm just like, oh, I can't talk to my family. They don't think you know. And so you just live in kind of isolation, and then you meet other people, and you think, wow, there's all these other people who think the same way I do. That's pretty cool. And that's what you do. You just find your tribe, find your community, and then that leads to another step of, you never know what you're going to do, and not even what you're going to do. You may inspire someone else to do so many greater things that never would have happened if it weren't for you. And that's really what it is. I wouldn't go on the road if it weren't for the lovely Litecoin Lisa.
He wasn't going to even do video.
Even today, I'm like anxiety. I'm like, I gotta leave that. You know, it's just a few miles down the road. You know, but if it weren't for her, I mean, so many things that we've done, so many opportunities.
And if it wasn't for him, I wouldn't do it either. So
well, there you go.
it's good to have good friends, and if it wasn't for all of you guys, we wouldn't keep doing it. So
Right.
really grateful
And
for
nobody showed
our
up and be like-
friends and our community and family, and we'll all get through this together. So just got to keep going.
That's it. Just moving forward.
Yeah.
Be a moving target. You're harder to hit. You know, just keep walking forward, and that's just it. Every day above ground is a good day. So
right.
enjoy it and do the best you can on that day. And I mean,
Hey, we got through the summer solstice. We made
yes,
it through
the longest day of the year
day
yesterday.
of the year.
Now,
Yes.
we're in full moon tonight,
Oh Lord.
so you never know.
Okay.
We'll see what happens.
We'll be howling
I want
at
to see a
the
full Litecoin moon. That's
in the
what I'm saying.
moon in the cornfields tonight. So, all right. Well, what do you think? You want to wrap it up?
Yeah, let's wrap it up.
Any breaking news?
No, breaking news. My uncle is walking down the street right now.
Oh
Coming
Lord,
in.
he's gonna take me on
The
a
car man.
fast. Uncle Steve has the
Look out.
fastest cars, and he takes me drag racing
I know, right?
down the
Gets that
street.
little adrenaline going.
I love it.
Ooh.
All right. You guys take care. Love all of you. We will see you next time. What should we do? McAfee. Oh, Julian Assange is supposed to be. There's a hearing coming up on him soon.
Bring it, don't sing it.
All right. Take care, guys.
Love
you.
y'all.
Bye.
Thank you.
America's not the government, people. The America is you. It is the Grand fucking Canyon, the Rocky Mountains, the deserts of the Southwest, the Pacific fucking Ocean, the Atlantic fucking Ocean. It is the grandest continent. And what the fuck have you people done? You have turned yourself into sheep, every goddamn one of you.